great sleep has fallen on you, ye are many they are few.
There are 9 million people living in London. Some of them have a very comfortable time, staying at the best hotels and eating in the best restaurants.
Masons, will you send along 4 nice soles, 2 plump chickens and a dozen meringues, please, and charge them to my account? That's right. Thank you.
The great majority of London's citizens must watch every penny, shop as economically as they can, and eat as cheaply as possible. They think not in terms of pounds, but of shillings and pence. People like Bert, a crane man at the London docks, and May, his wife. Bert is one of the men who unloads food to the value of millions of pounds, brought to London's docks from overseas. When he is working, he gets about £4 a week.
And gravel go up again with these new taxes.
Oh well, that'll pay for a few more battleships. Wonder when the war's going to start.
If it does, I hope we don't get mixed up in it.
Them hopes we got to keep it out of it. Oh well, I'm going to have a gut full of wallops. Cheer up.
Hello. Hello, mate.
Hello, Bert.
Dinner ready yet, mate?
Won't be a minute.
Okay. Hurry up, girl. I'm hungry.
Here is the weather forecast. A deep depression is centered over Central Europe and rapidly moving westwards.
You're telling me.
The news, copyright reserved. The Prime Minister, replying to questions in the House, said that the international situation was grave. He hoped, however, that by the exercise of statesmanship, calm and patience...
All they can talk about is war. Gets on your nerves.
Yes, it's serious, all right. We were talking about it at the Co-op Guild this afternoon.
You and your co-op. And what good's that going to do anybody?
a bit cheaper than the other shops anyway. You know how prices are rising all the time. Your money doesn't go far, especially when it's not regular. Besides, there's the dividend.
Dividend? What do you think you are, a blooming capitalist?
Helped us to get that wireless set anyway.
That's nothing to do with it. I still don't see how the Co-ops are different from any other chain stores. They're all alike, if you ask me.
Well, there's a speaker talking about it on the wireless tomorrow night. If you want to know, why don't you stay in and listen to him?
All right, all right. That means I'll have to fill in my football poopings tonight. I've got a tip for 4 cycleways.
Here you are. And when you've won your fortune, what will you do with it?
Give it to you, my dear, to spend at the Co-op. Arsenal to win. West Bromwich to lose, as usual. Grimsby and Chelsea. What would you do, Grimsby or Chelsea, mate?
Grimsby, of course.
I knew you'd say that. 1, 2, 4, 1, 1.
Tonight, the Right Honourable A.V. Alexander will speak on democracy and the Co-Operative Movement. Mr. Alexander.
For hundreds of years, man has fought and made sacrifices for personal freedom, freedom of speech, freedom of conscience. The Greeks, at the highest point of their civilization, gave expression to the idea that man must be governed by consent. Pericles, the great Athenian, said of democracy, "It is called a democracy because in the administration it hath respect not to a few, but to the multitude."
Never mind the Greeks. What about this country?
In England from 1837 to 1848, the Chartists fought for universal suffrage, vote by ballot, and freedom of choice for all electors. In the early years of the 19th century, the workers fought for their right to join trade unions. 6 labourers of Dorset, the Tolpuddle martyrs, paid the price for daring to organise in trade unions.
I therefore adjudge that you and each of you be transported to such places beyond the seas that His Majesty's Council in their discretion shall see fit for the term of 7 years.